When considering the term mentor, most would turn to the dictionary. The Oxford Dictionary defines a mentor as simply a trusted and experienced advisor. But did you know that the term originates in Greek mythology? Odysseus, before setting off to save Helen of Troy, is worried about what will become of his son Telemachus while he's gone. He turns to his older friend, Mentor, and charges him with teaching and advising Telemachus in his absence. The goddess Athena appears to Telemachus in the form of Mentor and serves as his trusted advisor, all while repelling potential suitors from Odysseus' wife, Penelope. As Mentor, Athena guides Telemachus all over Greece to gather news about Odysseus and his potential return. This relationship between Mentor and Telemachus was not a familiar one at first. Telemachus did not initially know that his father had instructed Mentor to take on the role of advisor. Mentor also had to earn Telemachus' trust over time. Still, their relationship flourished, and Mentor went about teaching Telemachus many things. As the mythological text notes, where Mentor went, Telemachus followed. In one notable instance, Mentor leads Telemachus to Pylos in Greece to ask the king, Nestor, about the status of the war and of Odysseus. Telemachus, being young and inexperienced, is intimidated and does not possess the confidence to address the king, a man much older, wiser, and more experienced than himself. In reply to these concerns, Mentor assures him, "Some things, Telemachus, will be suggested to you by your own instinct, and heaven will prompt you further. For I am assured that the gods have been with you from the time you were born until now." In this statement, everything Mentor taught Telemachus is solidified, and Telemachus now views it as his own instinct. He's able to trust in himself and in his own abilities. That is the work of a very clever mentor, both in name and in title. As leaders, we are all mentors. Now you may think to yourself, no one has approached me about being a mentor, and I don't have a protege. To that, I would respond that your power as a leader to influence and develop, to advise and coach those around you and under you is not limited to formal mentor-protege relationships. Retired Colonel Jim Thomas and Dr. Ted Thomas examined this idea in a 2015 Military Review article. They note that in both Army Regulation 600-100 and ADRP 6-22, mentorship is defined as the voluntary developmental relationship that exists between a person of greater experience and a person of lesser experience that is characterized by mutual trust and respect. The Navy takes a similar approach to the Army, where personal mentoring relationships flourish. The Air Force and Marine Corps view mentoring as a function of leadership and supervision. That is, superior NCOs or officers are charged with mentoring those in their chain of command. While the development of personal mentoring relationships is never discouraged, these two branches underscore the necessity of mentoring and coaching as part of formal leadership positions. So, which approach is best? Voluntary, personal relationships, or formal supervisory interactions? According to Colonel Thomas and Dr. Thomas, along with a chorus of others, both approaches characterize good leadership. That is, leaders always develop those in their employ and seek out opportunities to create personal mentoring relationships. So, now that we've established who can be a mentor and what kind of mentoring relationships exist, ask yourself, what kind of a mentor am I? What kind of a mentor am I going to be? And furthermore, what qualities should I look for in my own mentors? In a 2003 Military Review article, Dr. Jack Kem identifies 4 basic types of mentors: the C mentor, the COM mentor, the TOR mentor, and the D mentor. Though it may sound like simply a catchy play on words, Dr. Kem argues that mentoring relationships can be characterized by 2 variables: the length of the relationship and the scope of the impact of that relationship. The best relationships, Dr. Kem notes, are those that foster positive development over both the short term and the long term. First, let's look at the C mentor. This is a type of mentoring relationship where a mentor creates a solid foundation in a protege, whether it be technically, in terms of leadership skills, or in terms of overall character. It looks beyond a performance rating period and strives to instill a strong cement base on which a protege can grow and develop in the future. It starts out as a short-term relationship, but can easily develop into a long-term relationship. The C mentor is ultimately out for the betterment of his or her protege, because the C mentor understands the positive impact on an organization at large. The second type is the COM mentor. This type of mentoring relationship is typically longer in duration than the C mentor relationship and does not involve a mentor in the chain of command of the protege. The COM mentor and protege share thoughts, comments, and ideas over time. The COM mentor provides sage advice and guidance, laying out a variety of options to the protege over time. This does not always take the form of high praise either. The COM mentor sometimes provides a little tough love, ultimately guiding the protege for what is best career-wise in the long term. The third type is the TOR mentor. This is a type of mentoring relationship where the mentor and protege make demands on each other over time, thus tormenting one another. Demands usually serve to further one's career. This is a negative relationship with regard to its impact on an organization, and often spoken of with great disdain. But many leaders secretly desire this kind of relationship. It comes in 2 forms. First, there's the coat-tail TOR mentor. This occurs when a protege knows someone senior who can make things happen. As long as the mentor can hook up the protege and advance his or her career, the relationship continues. Then there's the reach-back TOR mentor, who chooses favorites or uses pre-positioning to build a team for success at every assignment. As long as the mentor advances the careers of the proteges, he or she knows those relationships will continue. Both of the TOR-mentor relationships serve only to build legacies. The coattail TOR-mentor relationship primarily benefits the protege, and the reach-back TOR-mentor relationship mainly benefits the mentor. There is little, if any, focus on career development or growth, and the success of an organization is never a priority. They look only to a succession of short-term personal gains. The last type of mentoring relationship is the D-mentor. It looks like a completely solid and positive mentoring relationship, but it relies only on appearances and buzzwords. While shallow motivational speech and slogans prevail, little or no depth exists. Development of a protege or an organization is not the goal of the D-mentor relationship. Rather, the goal is to make outside observers think that a positive, meaningful mentor relationship is taking place. In addition to the 4 major types of mentoring relationships Dr. Kem identified, there are 3 other lesser types. They include the door mentor, which can be positive or negative, but lies dormant for an extended period of time. There's also the la mentor, which is when a mentor and protege find faults with an organization and engage in pity party type behavior. Finally, there's the faux mentor, which is when a mentor engages his proteges in a coalition to change an organization only for the sake of the change itself. It is a hollow, self-serving relationship. Of note, relationships between mentors and proteges are not restricted to those senior in rank and their subordinates. The Navy strongly encourages the idea of peer-to-peer mentoring, especially on issues like sexual harassment and assault. Similarly, NCOs and senior NCOs across all 4 branches are charged to serve as mentors for junior and mid-level officers. Their experience and knowledge helps officers of any rank grow and make informed decisions. As I noted earlier, we are all leaders and we are all mentors. Whether you have an established protege or not, we are all responsible for the development and growth of those we lead and those around us. It is a great responsibility and can impact organizations at all levels. With this responsibility, it is critical that we approach mentoring relationships intentionally. Again, ask yourself, what kind of a mentor am I? What kind of a mentor am I going to be? Thank you.